So AC Milan is set to hijack the Mateta deal under Forest's nose. Welcome to your transfer news. Hi guys, hope you're doing well and welcome to your latest transfer news. Third video of the day. Oh my god, it's been a long day. So please, if you'd be kind enough, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed if you're new here. And hit that hype thing, whatever it is. If you want to grab me a coffee to keep me awake, you can scan that QR code. The link's pinned in the bottom. Thank you to all you guys for grabbing the coffees and keeping me sane. But let's get into the video. Coming up, I'm going to tell you about what's happened with Mateta as we're now getting more and more clarity about what's going on with this deal. And we'll have a quick run through as well of the Europa League draw. I'll fill you in on the dates and everything else like that. So let's start with Mateta. So as we've been telling you for the last couple of days, this Mateta deal that Forest have tabled, that Forest have tabled of 35 million has been sitting in Parish's inbox. I'm not even sure he's aware of it because he doesn't know how to use his emails. But it's now we've got more clarity from the player's side of what he wants to do. And for the last 12 months or so, he's been pushing for a move to Italy and he's wanted AC Milan. Now, Milan didn't want to meet Palace's valuation of 40 million euros or pounds, whatever it is. And they've been trying to lowball this the whole time. And it's got to the stage now where Milan are putting together a deal that will either get him over the line for this transfer window or for the summer transfer window. A lot of it is around Nkunku, the ex-Chelsea player who they've got on the books that they want to move on. Ideally for them, they would like to move Nkunku on before they get Mateta in. But it has changed in the last couple of hours and basically they are pushing hard now, irrespective of what they do with Nkunku, to see if they can get this deal over the line. And apparently they're confident that they can do it in the next 48 hours. They've offered him a 4-year contract with a 3.5 million euros per year. So he's getting the money he wants. And Forest are going to have to look elsewhere. So this deal looks like it's done and dusted. Milan is his destination. And you know what? After yesterday, I'm thinking maybe Jesus he has been my guy, hasn't he? I've glazed him all season long and he's been banging him in yesterday. We just need him to start banging him in the Premier League. And now we got lamppost boy Luca as well. And Taiwo starting to show signs of life. Potentially Forest already have enough cover in that striker position. Now, I think we still need wingers. And whether Forest or not are going to go for wingers or not, I doubt it. But we saw again a great performance from Mateta yesterday. There's still one or two more that Forest need to get in. We're still in the market for a left back. I think that will start to materialize more over the weekend and we'll keep you posted on that one, of course, on the channel. And I still think there needs to be a Douglas Luiz replacement. You don't just get rid of Douglas Luiz without replacing him. And are you going to be able to replace him with that quality? Now, for all the Palace fans, no doubt that are going to be in the comments saying, you can't get your man and all this stuff. I remind you all, you wanted to drive him up, so don't try that with me. And let's face it, he wasn't a guaranteed starter for Forest anyway. However, what's important about this transfer is that the only team getting screwed here is Palace, if we're being honest. Glasner's come out and confirmed that Mateta will not be in the squad for the Forest game this weekend, saying his head isn't in the right place. I'd ask Glasner a very simple question if I was a reporter. Which player's head in their squad is currently in the right place? Because you had Gahey disappearing just before they had their game. You got Glasner saying he wants out. He's wanted out since made his decision in October. There's a complete and utter mess going on at Palace. And this is going to be again disruptive to them as they prepare ahead of the game against us on this Sunday. So Mateta's basically gone on strike. He's going to get this Milan deal over the line. Now, what I will say as well is the Forest deal hasn't been rejected. He's almost using us now as his just in case deal. I don't know if that's a good phrase, but you get my point there. So I expect this Mateta one to be kind of dead in the water now. And I think Forest, if we're going for a striker, there are better options. We could go for a Tony. We could go for a Duran. Something like that would, I think, be the better option. I know he's got attitude issues, but I'm telling you, the guy can score goals. And speaking of Duran, look at this for a segue. Fenerbahçe it is. Duran it is. And we got the tougher of the two teams. There's no denying it. Fenerbahçe are a very good team. I think they're better than Panathinaikos. But I still think Forest should have enough to beat them, especially as we are the seeded team. So we get the home draw as the second leg, which is 100% in our advantage. The old saying goes, draw the away game or beat them at home. And that's exactly what Forest need to do. Ideally beat them both. That would be perfect. But we do have Dyche in charge. Now, we did the live draw earlier. I went through kind of the ins and outs of how the draw works and everything else like that. Forest are now on the orange side of the draw. So there's an orange and a silver side. The rest of them, who Forest will pair with if we were to get past Fenerbahçe, that won't be done till after the playoff matches. And I have the dates for you guys as well. And it falls at quite an interesting time. So we'll play Leeds Friday the 6th of February. And then on Wednesday we'll play Wolves the 11th of Feb. And then there's an 8-day break until we play the first leg against Fenerbahçe, which is on the 19th of Feb. Then on the 21st, which is Saturday now, I think that will get moved to Sunday, no doubt. Forest will play Liverpool at the City Ground. And then the second leg will be Thursday, the 26th of Feb. So basically, Liverpool is the game sandwiched in between the two legs against Fenerbahçe. Now, I actually don't mind where this has landed, because if you look at it, the important thing for me is that the gap between the Wolves game and the Fenerbahçe game is over a week. So it shouldn't impact any preparations. No players should be tired. We shouldn't have to rest anyone for the Wolves game, so on and so forth. And the fact is that all the games surrounding these legs, the Wolves game, the Liverpool game, and then the obviously second leg, they're all at home. So Forest will not have to travel apart from obviously for the Fenerbahçe game. So when it comes to the second leg after the Liverpool game, which is the shorter time frame between the two games, if that makes sense, then Forest will still be in Nottingham and able to kind of conduct it without the need for travel. So it's actually not too bad where it's landed. Now, why is there that gap? I'm assuming there's an FA Cup weekend or something like that. So it's kind of worked out in our favour, I guess, is a blessing in disguise. If I am right, and it is the FA Cup weekend, that we're out of that one. So that's the main kind of headlines for everything. Now, keep your notifications on. Just double check you got them on, because there's going to be a lot of movement this weekend and maybe into this evening when it comes to Forest and transfers. It always is. We'll do a full live stream into the end of the transfer window on Monday evening. We're not going to do a gore tonight because there's probably going to be more transfer news. But if you want to see some preview stuff with me and Rich, I'll be over on his channel at about 7 tonight. So I'll catch you guys there. But make sure you've liked, make sure you've subscribed, make sure you've hyped up the video. Get your thoughts. Are you disappointed about Mateta, or do you just move on to the next target? Let me know in the comments. Come on, you Reds.